I think someone is outside my house. I am an engineering student who studies far away from my house. Sometimes, as we have only classes from Monday to Friday, I try to go to my house on Friday nights and usually go back on Sunday nights to attend classes. I am a very late sleeper. I usually am awake until 2 to 3 a.m., and my parents are not so cooperative of this behavior. I usually switches off the lights and lay at my bed scrolling at my phone to sleep. One day out of nowhere, I heard something moving outside our house. I just ignored it to be some dog and went to sleep. My house is situated in a very open area, having neighbor considerable far away from us. In front, there is a ground-like area where people tent to gather, but it is very lonely at night. I often say to my friends that if I were a thief, I'd select my house to do theft in our neighborhood without second thoughts. The more I thought about it, the next night, the more it creeped me out. From the next day, I started checking multiple times if I locked my front door or not. Around this time, I started listening to creepy stories in the internet, and I slept listening to it. After a couple days, I forgot about the incident, but again, one night I felt a movement outside again. I ignored it again. This became an usual event night to night, and I was too scared to check or inform my parents, as they'd scold me for staying up so late. Last week, when I was visiting my home for usual weekends, as usual, I heard a movement outside my house. I tried to ignore it like always, but this time it got even creepier. I was watching a movie at the time, and suddenly I heard my door handle turn. I was startled and paused the movie and listened, but there were nothing. I again tried to ignore it, thinking it was just my mind playing games, but it happened again, this time with more strength. Began to feel afraid. Lucky I had tested if the locks were on a couple of times before. I tend to usually completely forgets about these incidents at day, and I haven't said anything about it to anyone ever. Is this my mind playing games on me because of those creepy, scary stories, or is there genuinely a person lurking around? If so, I'm only at my house in weekends, and what about other days? Is everything going to be okay? I don't know, what should I do? Or is that I'm really going insane? I don't know.